There's always just something about the cows, or just something about cows eating grass that I enjoy. I don't know what it is, but it is just something that I enjoy. Got the machine all fueled up, ready to go. Took the trees down here because they make a darn mess all over everything in the fuel tanks, and just trying to clean the place up a little bit. Trees are nice, but they're not. It's easier to bring both buckets in here with me. That way, if I need the cleanup bucket, I can just put it on right quick. Instead of backing my tractor down here part way, getting the skid loader, going to get my bucket, bringing the machine in here, backing a spreader in. It just makes more sense to go get the other bucket and bring them both in here, just like you guys see me do, all at one time before I even think about getting started. No, the machine is not broken. It's easy getting out of. The boom locks have been set. It's a lot easier getting in and out without having to crawl over those loader arms, and the boom locks are set for those of you that, you know, want to nitpick safety. But when I come back, I will pull up ahead, clean that up behind the spreader, and then we'll just keep moving. That's what I'm going to start next. Shouldn't be too many loads of manure there. Bird up in the tree, it thinks he has to interrupt the video. And we took the round bale rack and picked all the rotten manure out of it, flipped it upside down and banged it on the ground a couple times, knocked all the rotten manure out. And that is what we're going to be hauling next, is all that rotten stuff that was in the bottom of that bale feeder. Dang, this thing is starting to get rotted out. That's why it's always good to take and flip the thing up periodically, bang all the manure out, and just clean it out periodically so we don't keep having the thing rot away like it's doing. Drove all the way back here without shutting my slop gate, but we got to back in anyhow, so we'll shut it then. Oh, I'm thankful we got Grandpa Biden out of office, because America could not handle 4 more years of his stammering and just his dementia and old age and just everything that comes with an old person. America can't handle it. America's going, was going. There's just no way possible that we're going to be able to handle 4 more years of Joe Biden anyhow. We needed a spring chicken like Donald Trump to get in and get things accomplished that said he would do. And he said he would do them. I'm thankful for President-elect Donald Trump. But I'll tell you what greater president is coming back one day, and he will rule and reign over the world. And if you don't want to believe him, you go to a place called hell and spend life there. You'll burn forever and ever. People always say, oh, when I get to hell, I'm going to go party and drink with my buddies. No, you're not. That's a complete lie. Anybody that believes that kind of foolish nonsense is already an unsaved person. Can't believe I cleaned that whole little bit up manure without shutting that far gate out there. Pasture gate's open, so the cows could have real easily, if they wanted to, they could have walked themselves right to the slaughter and done our work of hauling them to the slaughter for us. Darn heat's trying to warp the bed on the spreader. The bad thing about Ohio heat, well, not so much the heat, it's the humidity that likes to take its toll on things. Put the thing in the shed and in the shade and try and let that rubber relax a little bit. Battery tray done flipped out on me. Well, there it wasn't in all the way. little tabs back there. These are supposed to set in like that, and that keeps the tray latched in place. Almost forgot to go after the rakes. I'm pretty sure it's that one that needs the new drive shaft put in it. He'll get it fixed and get it back in service. Well, got the rakes brought up. Need to switch them out for the 6120. Take the 3010 off of them. Need to grease them. I think he said there was a couple teeth that needed fixed on this. Need to pick them up anyhow. I, for one, do not care how many cranks is up. You go. I think this spring got bent somehow. But it still cranks, so I do not know. Put the tarp strap back like that. Do the same to this one. I've noticed a lack in videography views, if that makes sense. If it does, fine. If it don't, then oh well. Don't matter which way the nut goes on, just as long as the nut goes on. Okay. Thought I was gonna be needing a hammer, but I was wrong. Got a broken one down here at the end. We'll go ahead and change that one next. Thought I was gonna be needing a hammer. I brought one. I guess I'm not gonna be needing it, because a lot of times you'll need to tap the bolt out because they won't line up the greatest. Get on there. Come on. There's so many different ways to rake hay. Everybody rakes hay their own way, I guess. It's kind of confusing if you really stop and think about it. There's no easy way to rake hay. Now, if you went and you bought a rotary rake, just like a hay tedder, only downfall is it doesn't ted, it only rakes hay. Only has one job. It would just be, you would just go in one direction. You would go counterclockwise, because everything you do is, as far as your rights and your lefts, are from the tractor seat. Right there. So you'd be throwing your hay to the, it'd be left side of the rake. You'd be going clockwise. If you think of a clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and then 4, 5, and 6. Counterclockwise would be opposite. So you got counterclockwise going this way. Or, I mean, you got clockwise going this way. Excuse me. Counterclockwise is going backwards. You'd be throwing it to the right if you had any kind of a different tedder, or a rake. But the rakes that I've seen, they all go clockwise and throw the hay that way. Well, basically, you get the idea. Got more parts in for the rake. Got the drive shaft in this box. Got a universal here for the left-hand side of the rake. That's what that is, the left-hand side. So, and it is greasable. The other one, I think, was just wore out, old, tired. And it's time to replace it. So we're just going to keep running with the rakes. We're just about done with them, so we'll go ahead and fix them up when we're all done with them for the year. Okay, so got a chisel. Yeah, I know it's not a punch. Make sure you put it on right, because I have messed up before and put the things on the wrong way. Then you go and you wonder why the thing ain't wanting to rake hay. Well, I had you guys sitting on my knee first off. I don't have a hammer. I can just run this in, hopefully, just like that. Put the nut on, and away we go. There, I got it stuck in there. Should have used the 6120 to bring the rakes up to begin with, but not really that big of a deal to crank the jack up so that the drawbar matches. So remember in previous video I told you guys I would go over this in another video? Well, here is another video. What are we doing with two Milwaukee grease guns. Well, this is mine. This is what was gifted to me for a Christmas present, I think 4 or 5 years ago. It's still really, really clean. It's not all dirtied up like normal mechanics. Grease guns, I take care of my grease guns. This is my father's grease gun. Now, there is no difference whatsoever. He used mine once, and he likes how it has the kick out for however many pumps you want it to pump, and it'll stop pumping. Say it, you can set it to 4 pumps, and it'll kick out at 4 pumps. You can set it to 50 pumps, and it'll kick out at 50 pumps, or you can set it at 7 pumps, and it'll kick out at 7. Or you can just let it on all the time. Now, mine, I think I got it set to 50. I should actually take and just leave it on, because because it's very rare that I actually use this kick out setting. It's non-existent for me in some applications. I do take brake clean to this grease gun periodically and grease it. And I just try to keep it clean, because why would you want to be handling a dirty grease gun all the time? It just don't make any sense. Now, you guys probably think yourselves, didn't you have a DeWalt grease gun before? We did. It is right there. It is mucho broken. We had a Lincoln grease gun. It is broken. That is where this came from. I believe this might actually fit these. That's why we're keeping this around, is because we can rob the barrel or the cartridge off of it for the other grease guns across the road. It is quite unfortunate that that one broke, but you know what? I am really happy with this Milwaukee, and I bet you my father will be as happy, if not happier. We wanted a DeWalt, but our local Napa guy, all he did was went to Lowe's and just bought a Milwaukee there and just resold it at his Napa store. That's all there was to it. Brakes are all greased. Got a nice helping of grease where grease should be at all moving parts, universal joints, and things like that, so things don't wear out. Now I got a question. I've always noticed on this dolly, why when you grease these 2 fittings right here, does it send grease out here? Why doesn't it, when you grease this one, it send grease out here? When you grease this one, this fitting, it sends the grease out here. When you grease the bottom fitting, it greases, well, obviously there's grease there. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. But like I said, everything got grease where grease needs to be gotten. Universal joints back here. And things like that, so that way stuff doesn't wear out any faster than it already is. It don't take but a couple of minutes to clean the grease gun off, to put it back to how it was when we got it, if not any better. Don't know why I can't get that off of it, but I don't know. It's probably just dirt stained, would be my guess. No, I did not get the battery. For those of you, because I know there'll be some of you morons that say, "Oh, you got the battery, it's gonna blow up." No, 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 it's okay. It's fine. It's not gonna blow up. I know better than that. There. It's not 100% like brand new, but it's darn close to it. There, all ready for storage. And that is how you're supposed to, in fact, store your hose. Nowhere is it going to start deteriorating because there's a spring where a spring needs to be. And, well, it's more compact that way. Was a deer right out there. I was facing that way. If I didn't hear it make a noise, I wouldn't have saw it and took off running that way. I don't see it now. That thing took off and ran.